then we can actually just get right into it. So, in that case, welcome back to JC5, everyone. Casting Semifinals A now. Between NoFun and Orb. I don't think anyone really expected this to be the matchup, but here we are. It's going to be KVS again. That is pretty exciting.
Yeah, starting out with a pretty spicy map.
Kalash freaking teeth.
Yeah, you want to tell me who had the guts to pick this map?
It's gonna be Orbnet who picks this one. As the Savon player too. Now that seems a little bit No, wait, other way around. Because the AV rush is really strong in this map, right?
Yeah, AV rush is really strong, and I mean, there are some areas of the map where Saban BCs aren't strong, but there's also the fact that the whole map is a big fat corridor. So yeah, that push can get real scary. Your carrier doesn't have anywhere to run if it gets in trouble.
You know, I see that Titan Passage actually picked the last map. That's kind of interesting. A bit of a mistake in the pick ban document there. No, but I've got it open here. So it looks like NoFun is the lower seed. So it does look like he got the second faction pick once again. So do you think he's trying to do some sort of trickery here by picking off faction once more to try and catch his opponent out? Or did he just feel so good about the quarterfinals he wants to try it again?
Yeah, I think he prepared a fair amount for Strike, so then he probably figures the builds he had prepared should be his best shot at taking out Orbs. Maybe he also saw Orbs play, and knew he's been focusing a lot on greedy play.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's much easier to punish that as Knife or Gaussian rather than in a mirror or semi-mirror.
He was watching, you know. He was watching when we cast the series between you and Orb, so he knows.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's got something cooked up to try and punish this then. I guess we'll have to see. The bans come in as the Shallows for NoFun, which this time really makes a lot of sense, because you know that Orb goes for those BC plays. I think you mentioned last series you thought it was a good ban. This series, though, this ban has got to be phenomenal. What do you think about Orb banning Kartoba?
That's a bit weird. It's very good for rail PC pushes, I would say. So that's the one thing you'd be scared of, I think.
Sure.
Especially because he likes to go greedy based off of AV tech, and that's very hard to hold off one PC rails with.
Yeah, especially without that probe to scout what's going on exactly. And then College Teeth the pick, we kind of talked about that, but NoFun picks Torin Crater. Beautiful. I think that's going to be a really good map for him.
Yeah.
Boneyard as well is probably going to be pretty decent too for the same reason.
Yeah.
Or picking Firebase I think makes a lot of sense though, and then Titan Passage would be the ace match. That's going to be kind of interesting to see.
Cool.
Titan Passage though, again, I think really good for these rail openers, so I think perhaps this gives me an idea. NoFun's game plan is probably going to be assault ships on Torin, but probably rails everywhere else, but...
Yeah, I feel like that. And,
we will just have to see.
I don't know about Trill, really, for... It's a pretty good AV map, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and a pretty good BC map, honestly, even with Saban BCs.
Yes, I agree. Well, maybe even especially with Saban BCs, because every time they get on those high grounds, you know, you get that railgun range. It's really big.
Oh yeah, that's...
Of course.
Not salty.
You would know all about that. Man. Anyway.
More embarrassed than salt. Okay.
So, I'll give you a countdown and we'll go ahead with game one here. 3, 2, 1, go. And for those of you for whom the stream is lagging, you might just want to refresh it. I think maybe that'll help fix it, but... Looks like right off the bat here, we actually have BDs being produced for NoFun, so it doesn't look like it's just going to be a straight rail rush. He wants to do something... He wants to do something spicy here.
Yeah, I like it.
Skimmerfab first with one BC. BC, oh my gosh, with one BD. And then he starts building some salvagers.
Yes.
We know the build from Orb already. He's doing the Orbnet build. So that's actually 4 on CUs, it looks like, and then base runner retire.
Yeah, because it gives you enough RUs.
Man, this is just such a...
Yeah.
This is such a greedy freaking SC timing, though. Because, like, what, did he get this started at 29-20 or something like that?
Yeah, it gives a big lead in mirror matchups. as well. Oh god, stream is lagging massively.
Apparently so. That's fine. I upload these on YouTube, so we'll get it eventually anyway. SC pops out here for Orb. He's going to start moving up onto 2 base.
Yeah.
And we have Skimmer Fab finished. NoFun starting to build a couple of them, but he's still kind of... Okay, now he's moving out of the base. So I'm interested to see what the play here is. I think he's kind of banking on getting some nice BD hits, but I mean, if you look at it on the other side, we've got no base runner. Targeting Jammer's not going to help much. Look, it's off on the side there. AV Tech is just now on the way, so if NoFun doesn't waffle, if he just goes right into it, I think he could get some serious damage done here.
Yeah, he needs to go for it. Like, as soon as the second BD finishes, he should just go immediately. No, not that
way. This way.
Oh god.
This way. No, AV Tech is on the way. You have a window.
Yes, you need to go now. Oh my god.
No.
This is not how you BD rush.
I think. Well, I mean, I think the
YOLO.
The thinking there is, okay, I want to come in on the side and get behind him, which maybe it's going to work, because obviously if the AVs come up to do with the skims on the side here, he's not going to be in position, but like... Man, this is such a window. This is like... Look, the skim sees it too. He's like, oh, that looks juicy.
He needs to make sure he doesn't blow up on the...
No, he's leaving! Why is he leaving?
Oh my god, NoFun.
You saw. You saw and you bear record. This base is empty. Oh no. This could be game already, I think. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, by the way, this is like the perfect counter to the freaking Orbnet build, because he's got nothing to defend against this.
Yeah.
AVs are out, starting to chunk these skims a little bit.
Yeah, but he's waiting for free, but there might be time for another AV to get on top of the SC. That's what I would do, facing Kanef. Or maybe doesn't have the experience in DOK just to know that.
Yeah, look at that, because he's moving out. He's moving out onto the other side, and the BDs are just sitting here still, though. There's 3 of them, he's got that. Yeah, okay, he's gonna move in now.
The skimmers and the BDs should be together and just create havoc. He might still get in. They'll get... they're in a clump, so they'll all get stunned, I think, but...
Oh, look at that, he even split them. Actually, this is a pretty masterful split, and he gets them all. Okay.
Nice.
You know, BC Fab is ready to be clicked on by Orbnet here, but I wonder if he stalls now, because he's got to obviously rebuild his eco.
Yeah.
And NoFun has finished Rail Tech here. Rail Armor 1 is on the way, Assault Rails are being produced already. So actually, this is looking pretty good all of a sudden.
Yeah, this is really good now.
Man, he gave me a freaking heart attack, though.
Yeah, he could have gotten that damage earlier, I feel like. But it's still a good position. But he needs to keep the pressure up.
No, Assault Rail getting a little bit too close. Wants to probably back away. That smoke is expired. These AVs could jump on him.
Ooh, squishy. But a good thing for him is that Orb is playing upgradeless with this BC style. ALM tech wasn't powered, Strike.
Yeah, he had it powered in the weapons instead. And BC Fab is on the way too.
Yeah, he needs to push in.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the thing, like, this is probably going to happen again in this series. This is not the only time that we're going to see NoFun playing against this. Maybe he'll learn in the future to hit a little bit harder, but he's still going to come up against BCs. Like, that's the threat isn't gone yet. Exactly, yeah, he wants to be pushing in here. Not pushing out. And also, you gotta mention that SC is really low, too, and all of Orb's forces are conglomerated around this carrier where he's trying to defend. You know, that means that if Shrike wanted to, he could be killing this SC with skimmers, which would be huge.
Yeah, the skimmers don't need to be here. Not at this point. Oh god, I tapped out. Yeah, he can really just be... He's putting in some nice damage on the carrier, but the skimmers aren't necessary here. They can just rotate and kill this support cruiser.
Yeah.
Orb is so naked with this greedy play.
Because these ARs do the job of everything, actually, right? They do the job of the skims, obviously, and holding off the LAVs, but they also do the job of the heavy rails and holding off the AVs. And, curiously, in this case, the carrier, too. We do have Power 1 and Armor for Orb, which is nice, gets him up to 25 instead of 15, but, this is still really chunking.
Yeah. Still looking pretty good, but I wonder if the BC will be able to turn the tide.
I think he's banking up resources for it. I mean, it's a lot of RU. And if you had to go back onto one base for a moment, I don't know if you can. You can see this carrier is backing away pretty aggressively, trying to just keep himself alive for a bit, but that's probably a bad sign. I mean, usually in a rail rush, once you lose your second, you lose everything, right?
Yeah, this should be good for NoFun. Yes, push in, please.
Yo, no. Look, that's what you can just body this AV. Don't even care, dude. The BC's on the queue, by the way. This has got to be a BC that you see on that carrier.
Kill him, kill him. Just kill him.
There's also an AV building, but there's a BC in the back there. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a bit excited. Just kill him, Shrike. Oh wait, it's NoFun. Yeah, he's doing fine, but he can be doing so much better.
Why do fine when you can do finer?
Yeah. I think he's gonna get it. The only chance now is a lot of AVs.
Or that he tries to target salves instead, because at this point he can just kill this carrier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna get the carrier. I don't think the BC will have time.
That is the BC though, right? Isn't that popping out like right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's just no, there it is.
Yeah.
And BC is of course chunk, but NoFun needs to not be afraid of it. Actually, I think he just has the DPS to kill this carrier if he all-ins. But
yeah, the only chance for Orb is keep smoking.
Hashtag blame Shrike. No, don't back away. You have him so freaking low. If he's really afraid, he can just build heavy rails, right? And by the way, LDMing RUs is actually probably better here too.
Yeah. No fun.
No! You are winning! Oh gosh.
I guess he's setting up the BD flank. No,
okay, you know, that's actually decent too. I mean, obviously you can kill the eco again, but look, if he just sits here, he's just gonna kill this carrier. Yeah. The skins could kill it at this point. It's at 100 HP.
No. Okay, he's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Please kill the carrier.
Oh,
thank God.
Okay, huge sigh of relief. He does win game 1, which he should. Oh my gosh.
I mean, he had it, but he could have had it a lot earlier.
I agree. And I find myself agreeing with Shrike as well. But you do have to note though, this is a very good shutdown from Orb. Just trying to say, look man, if you're gonna go with these BDs, if you're gonna go with the Space Runner retire, like I'm gonna just use the BDs and kill your eco. And like I said before, this is a threat that is not gonna go away in future games in this series. If NoFun wants to keep doing that, he will, and if Orb is gonna stop him, he has to keep that Base Runner.
Yeah, Orb is not respecting aggression, and you can get away with it in CVS, especially, or SVS, but...
maybe SVG. But Conf is a freaking different story.
Maybe in SVG, but... okay, I'm at 29.55.
Yeah, me too. 3, 2, 1, go. And the map is going to be Torrent Crater. I wonder if this one's going to be a different build, because obviously soul chips are just so freaking strong here, but...
yeah.
He's actually delaying skimfab, do you see that? So yeah, I think this is going to be different.
Maybe, yeah. Well, it's still 1 BD, plus... yeah.
Yeah, last time he had gotten skimfab first, because he wanted to get that rail tech as fast as he could. And Orb is, like you said, he's retiring that base runner. Support cruiser comes out at 29.25. I mean, that is a really early timing, but sometimes that could be the problem.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in CUS, because you have ALMs, AV rush doesn't work that well, for example. Yeah, let's see what the tech is gonna be for NoFun.
I always used to say back in the GVK days, I'd be like, you know, the #1 rule about fighting Conf is find the base runner. But you can't exactly find it if you don't even have a probe.
Exactly.
My question is just like, what is it going to take for Orb to adapt his play to this? Because I know that he believes this build is really strong, which it turns out that it is in a lot of cases. Like you mentioned in the mirror matchup, it's very hard to punish this kind of greed, but...
yeah.
I mean, does he just get 2-0'd here and then have to go with his back against the wall for the whole rest of the series? Because that's kind of what it looks like. He's not really adapting, even though this could have killed him even more efficiently than it did.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a case of him, well, having a lot of success in the mirror, or semi-mirror, and just aggression is so different versus Kenneth and Galcian.
Versus Knief.
Yes. Kenneth.
You know, NoFun actually spells it that way in his info.txts. I'm not sure if he just doesn't know, if he's like making a joke, but...
Good man.
If NoFun goes AS, Orb wins, my bet. Oh yeah, because AS are weak units that no one should use, right, NoFun? Or right, Shrike?
I feel like they have potential on this map.
Definitely.
ALM,
well, I mean, especially on this map.
Yeah. Maybe ALMs are a bit more helpful versus them, but still though.
Indeed. And NoFun's here. Now again, he's got 2 blast drones. There's no defense on the Spore Cruiser. So it looks like NoFun is not adapting to this just yet. But I don't know, because I mean this could again already I think have been a dead eco here off of those BDs.
Yeah. Well, Shrike has a point, but ALM AV is very good versus other tanks.
Let's just pull the skims here. They shouldn't really be taking the fight. Yeah, that's correct. And actually, you see the salvagers repositioning now onto the second. If I were NoFun, maybe I would keep those BDs on the side. Oh, he thought about it for a second. Did you see him moving them over there, but he canceled it. Just come in from the side now and all of a sudden strike at the second where your opponent has not committed his full army.
I think he might YOLO in, and that will probably cost him the game if it does. Okay, he's backing off. That's good.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do. Of course, Sunder on that carrier is going to take no prisoners, but here come the BDs. The AB sees it, though. The BDs want to go to the second, not to the main. But they're going to make it anyway. No, don't body block! Okay, okay. There we go. He does get 2 cells. Not as good as last time. And he gets out with all of the assault ships alive, too.
That's very good.
And the BR is going to make it out, too. It's probably going to go for the extractions now.
Like to see armor 2, I think, and trying to finish off the salvagers since Saban can't repair at this point. Well, not on the main, at least.
Yeah, look at that. Armor 2's on the way. Now, he wants to wait until he's got it, though, because you can see he's already sort of pushing in a little bit, chomping at the bit here. You've got this really good tech. I would just kind of hold out for it.
No, I think it's a good timing. Maybe wait 3 seconds. Yeah.
He's going to get him, though, right? Yeah, 1 cell gets chunked there. The other one's down to 69 HP.
I think you should go for the natural.
Oh my gosh, Shrike. Not you again.
I think it's... no fun. The natural. Kill it.
No!
Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah! He's even got, you know, BD potential too. You can see him building them. I hope he's not waiting for that though. But I mean, this is 5-on-3, you know. And the thing about AR is that I think is making AVs or assault ships actually better in some ways in this matchup is that. Oh no, he's retargeting.
Fire.
Yeah, he wants to just keep his fire on the AVs. Oh no, he's kind of throwing this one here. I will say this. I think that assault ships are a little bit harder to use.
Upgrades is 2 for NoFun and 1 for Orb.
But yeah, the thing about assault ships that make them, I think, actually better in a way in this matchup is that it's very hard if you target focus properly to actually lose when you're ahead here. Whereas like with assault railguns, you get them too close and the AVs will chunk them, right? But these assault ships, it's not really like that, and they can actually run through fire for quite a bit.
Yeah, but the focus fire is not there from NoFun.
No.
He could have taken down 3 AVs easily in that fight.
As it stands, though, still going to be some good damage coming in onto this second, I believe, because obviously that BD is still there. And you know, he doesn't even need it. Look, he's just jibbing these salves with the assault ships. Looks like the BD going to be committed against the AVs. That will take them out.
Nice, nice, nice.
Smoke is there, but it's a little bit off, which is you hate to see it. And we are going to keep losing some salves here off of the second for Orb. First artifact extraction comes out, by the way, from NoFun.
Yeah. Orb is up to 2 upgrades now, so it's a bit more even. But he's kind of streaming in here, which is really bad for him. He should lose this flank.
BD's useless, guys. Never build it, yeah. Omega Pepega. And Railfab on the queue for NoFun, so he's not even interested in going back to Eco. I actually thought when he was pulling away after getting the hit on the main, like, okay, so he's going to kind of go for the long game here, but it looks like NoFun is really interested in just pressing the advantage. Yeah, I would say the same thing too, because obviously he's got the potential to just finish this off right now. And it's looking like Torrent Crater was a really good map pick for NoFun. Second PC on the way.
Now there's 5 AVs on main. NoFun is split up because he didn't go back for the little canyon in time, so his forces is split up.
Uh-oh, actually, yeah, you're right.
If he gets some kills here, or just ships a lot of damage, so the SC can't help out too much. Oh no!
The BD!
He's focus fired.
Oh, the BD! But he's focus firing on the wrong AAV. NoFun, yes, okay, he catches it. Come on.
I'm not invested at all.
I mean, descara has no grudges about any of these players. You can obviously tell that much. And Assault Rail is on the queue for NoFun.
Yeah, I think Strike's call up SF would be, Interceptors would be quite interesting, because Orb isn't really respecting the threat of air.
I mean, can he, to be fair? Like, I feel like the threat of anything is sort of too much for him at this timing.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's make no mistake, Orb is way far behind here. And there's still a chance that NoFun could throw this, but, I mean, that's what it would take for Orbnet, I think, to get back into this game.
Still, though, NoFun has only killed 600 CU more, and he's been...
This is what we call a throw. He's going to lose 1 AR for free there, and he was targeting Salves as he came in. Oh my gosh, this could still go either way.
Yeah, I think he's got this. Kiting back.
Okay, yeah, there we go. He is kiting properly. Oh my gosh, Strike. It's like you're freaking blind.
Not even using smoke, though.
I just can't handle it. I find your lack of smoke disturbing.
Yeah, smoke is not only defensive, it is very much an offensive tool as well.
Oh look, it's Orb. I hate to say it, Orb, but we're kind of rooting against you.
No grudges.
Although, you know what, I gotta say, Orb actually does have a point, because you'll notice that his assault ships are almost getting outspeeded, or his AVs, sorry, are almost getting outspeeded by the assault ships, which makes it really hard to kite here. And that's just a result of the really good artifact pressure that NoFun's been putting on so far this series.
Yeah. So railfed cap for Orb now, so he's gonna try and rely on railguns, but he's gonna lose this SC. Yeah.
Again, still no smokes. Yeah, that's gotta be game from there, because now the army is melting too, and as NoFun builds up more and more of a critical mass, his ability to trade effectively just goes up and up and up in this game.
Yeah. Well,
and
go
ahead.
Shark, that's what I think of AR, and I think we haven't seen proper play against AR in any of these two series.
Yeah, and Or's gonna call the GG right there, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ask me what I think about AR, it's that, yeah, they are overtuned right now, but not so much that the game is, like, broken because of them. Because after all, we were saying, you know, people are saying similar things about Saban BCs, but they didn't exactly save Orb in Game 1 or Game 2, did they? We need to see something different coming out here from Orb. And honestly, the biggest thing that he needs to do, he can still go SC first, that's fine. But he can still go 6 up, right? Descara?
Yes.
But the thing he has to do is he's got to keep that probe, keep that base runner, because if he knows what the tech is, you know, he's going to be able to handle it so much better.
I think it's too greedy in non-mirror matchup. But yeah, I don't think, to answer Shark's question, I think AV Rush can work versus AR Tech. It very much comes down to control, but then you need a tight AV Rush build. You need to finish AV Tech at between 28-15 to optimally 28-25. Let's see, I'm at 29.55.
Yeah, I'm there as well. 3, 2, 1, go. Boneyard going to be the position for our G3, and quite lucky for Orb here, he's going to get the much better spawn, I would say. See you, Houston. Always nice to have you around. We do have another base runner retire coming out here, but he actually targeting jammered up the base runner, which is going to slow down the retire speed. But this is the innovation it looks like from Orbnet. He's actually going to try to targeting jammer up the eco so that he doesn't get killed by the BDs here. So I see that 2 of the cells are actually still vulnerable to being killed by this, the ones that are on the edge there. This could maybe work though, but of course you're definitely kind of putting all your eggs in one basket, if you will, because if that targeting jammer goes down, all the same threats still apply, and you're gonna cancel out the sport cruiser weapon by making this play.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could kill ALM plus 2 salvagers. That would be quite alright.
Uh-oh, we got an idle salve on the main base for NoFun here. I'll see how long it takes to catch that.
Oh no.
Always a bit of a risk when you go for quick drops, you know. You'll get idle salves that way.
I do have to admit I finally adjusted. Oh, he found it. I have adjusted to doing the double tap now. It is much more efficient.
I agree. And actually what I do is I double tap you and then spam F3. That's the key for cycling through idle salves, if anyone doesn't know that. And that way you catch them if they choose to stop working for you like that, which is very nice.
Yeah, but I think if you set it up properly, they should. You need to make sure the carrier is in a good position /SE. But I've started having two. I've started having 2 pairs of RU salvagers for quick drops. It's very good for Q in tech.
Okay, so that's why they're sometimes not going back to work when you double tap. It's because of the travel time?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I think so. I'm not sure.
And hello, Maze.
Let's see. Okay.
Descara voice actor?
Definitely not. Oh god.
No.
So it looks very much similar to game 1, except no BDs. He's committing harder to AR tech, which is good in this case because of the jammer position on the main.
It's like he's freaking wall hacking, man. wait. I've got a sound bit for this. Oh, where is it?
Well, map hacking and StarCraft 2 would be.
Ah, there we go. Haha. Sorry, I had to do it. Real Fab finished now for NoFun. We do have AV tech already for Orbnet, so obviously the window for Sand Skimmers being able to aggress on their own is kind of closed, but you don't really expect them to get too much done in this matchup. Yeah. But interestingly, we have another base runner being built by Orbnet here, and it's actually going to catch one of the skims out, maybe even 2.
He gets away. That's
I
nice.
think though that was a bit of a waste of a targeting jammer, because it does have quite a cooldown, about 80 seconds, right?
I like the position though. It makes it difficult for skimmers to poke in.
That's definitely true. But I really feel like you can get a lot more done with the targeting jammer than just that, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know about NoFun positioning in this area of the map. I think I would like him to be between the main and the natural, rather.
Like on the runway, kind of?
Yeah, exactly. It makes a lot more threat, obviously away from the dune since he's facing AVs, but here he's only threading the net and not even, which makes it possible for Orb to concentrate his forces here and be completely fine for now, at least.
And just kind of greed out of his mind, too, although you'll notice that he's not going for BC tech, so he's definitely adapting here, which I like. I was worried that Orb was not going to be very adaptive as he entered this series here, but I think he's really doing a good job with that, actually. Just based on this game 3. I want him to not retire that base runner, but if he's going to do it, at least, you know, do what he did and put the targeting jammer out, get the right techs. And actually, he might take a good trade on the ARs now, too. Oh boy, look at that. The targeting jammer saves the day once again, and he gets 2 assault rails off it. This might just be game right here.
I really don't like NoFun fighting here. The carrier is here, there's dunes, you can just friend the main instead.
Dart maneuver gonna not even quite save the life of this one AR. It will actually, but he might go down to the AV range anyway. He does.
Oh god. This is rough.
This PC just caught out of position here.
Yeah, he should not have stayed on this dune, I think. I mean, on the dune close to the natural. I think he's gonna lose this game now.
Yeah, because if this PC goes down, make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end. Although, to be fair, there is another PC out, so I mean, maybe he doesn't die instantly, but he's going to be so far behind.
Yeah, but Orb is on 2 bases and has been quite
Dart! Oh,
bases.
Dart is a little bit late there off the hour.
And this is a skimmer in production, by the way.
Yeah. That's got to be a dead PC. I mean, that actually might have been able to save it, crazily enough, but... That one AR, if
Yeah.
it had been able to survive.
Yeah, I think it would have. Oh my.
He
Oh
did
my.
cancel the skim, which I'm a fan of that. But now he needs to be really careful with this next PC, because if it goes down, I mean, that really is just game right there. This is, as it stands, not good at all, but maybe he can survive. But you see, BC Fab is on the queue now for Orbnet, slower than he'd like,
Yeah, I
but
think this
24-14. That's not a bad timing at all.
I think this is 5% win rate area, maybe 2%.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's rough, to say the least.
A-Game mentioned, and I had mentioned it as well when the map loaded in, this is definitely the harder spawn to do rails with, but definitely fighting around that dune area on the back line, that's got to have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Orbnet, though, gonna throw a couple of AVs here, maybe. When you know your opponent has got assault rails, I feel like pushing out with the AVs like that is pretty risky, although he may not have realized that another PC was built already, so...
Yeah, but also we should note that NoFun has not had railgun armor at all. He's been long-distance mining CUs, which I think is a mistake.
Yes, I would
Almost.
agree with that. Ref mode's
Not
almost done
sure.
now.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure on the map, but I feel like long-distance mining RUs and getting a lot of upgrades would have been so much better.
I definitely agree. When I do rail rushes, I long distance CUs at the beginning, but I flip to RUs pretty quickly after that.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of micromanagement though, it's not terribly easy to do that. But I think that definitely is the right play. This is actually a lot of AVs, by the way, but assault rails do so much damage and half these guys are at such low HP. I don't know if he's going to be able to make this push, but there's a chance, but this could be a really bonkers missile here. And it is, lands right on top of them. NoFun wants to dart with this AR, but it's already been used. Oh no, what did he use it for? Yikes. Gets out of range
Getting out
though.
of range.
Just keep kiting, boys. Keep kiting. You're all gonna get home tonight. No! He stopped cutting. AR goes down.
Yeah.
And he's gonna lose a
AV
second as
versus
well.
Yeah, AV versus AR has such high lethality on both
Yes.
sides.
I mean, AVs get in range, ARs just melt like butter. But if they don't, the
Yeah.
AVs just get destroyed for sure.
Yeah, well, especially armor 0 or 0 upgrade ARs, that is.
Sal is starting to take a little bit of harassment over here. But NoFun has still impressed me a lot with his ability usage. I mean, obviously we saw what he can do with targeting jammers before, but those missiles, like, every single one of them landed for good damage, so I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah, that was nice.
And this is why I'm always saying NoFun is, like, the most stylish player in the game right now, I think, because, like, when he plays Soban, you know he's going to win because of targeting jammer nonsense. When he plays as Conefa, we saw what he did with the base runner against Shrike. That was just unreal.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying
Oh, yeah.
watching this guy play.
Yeah, the smoke was very nice. That was really skill shot kind of level.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He turns
This
DOK
is
into a
rough.
freaking MOBA. Here comes the BC. Now, I mean, it might look, by the way, that, like, Orb has been super lazy and NoFun's, like, ahead on Eco or something, but you gotta realize the BC is finishing in, like, 1 second. Kind of an odd carrier rotation. Actually spits him out onto the back end, but that's gonna be okay.
The carrier, when I start moving out, it's still producing BCs, so it's completely
yeah.
fine, I would say.
And this is going to be the push to beat. Obviously, we've seen what happens when BCs get set up like this. And the third PC from NoFun, you got to think that's probably a mistake, because if he understands what's coming at him, and he may well understand that once he sees no 3 base, which I think he just saw with the skimmer. He's got to know,
he
like,
should've.
yeah, I need to be on. Oh look, oh never mind. I thought he canceled the PC, but he actually just spit it out just then.
Oh gosh. Yeah, this is rough. Orb has resources for days. Well, CUs for days.
Holy moly, yeah, he does.
Oh, I like the flip around actually. Oh, I don't know if it's intentional, but I kind of like it.
Ooh.
Like it if you're spitting out PCs. It's
Yeah, and
very
look
hard
at
to
that.
time
He
my
even
parts,
gets the BR behind the carrier. I think honestly this might all just be derping though around this like line of sight blocker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But
if it wasn't, you know, I appreciated it.
yeah, it would be like Dawn of War 2 levels of vehicle control. God, that game has terrible vehicle control, kind of like Company of Heroes. Oh god.
Here comes the first fight here. Let me give you guys a spoiler. 4 assault rails versus a BC. That's not a fight that you can win, I don't think.
Well, 2 BCs now. Oh god.
ALM gonna get spammed out here. I don't exactly know why. He doesn't even have power in that subsystem. BR Smoke gonna try to keep that guy alive for a bit. He does lose 1 AR. Are these assault rails actually even more tanky against BCs than heavy rails? Because I feel like the BCs could one-shot the heavy rails.
Well, they're at 700, 650 without upgrades.
Actually, yeah, no,
So-
it's armor too. I think the heavy rails definitely have less, have more tankiness than the ARs. Now that I think about it, I think he just has upgrades, but upgrades aren't gonna do a whole lot right now, because this is not good. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, put mildly. Oh,
Although the
that's
Conif
good,
carrier
good
missile-
call from Orb using ALM Star Vision.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, he didn't have the LAVs out at that point because all the cruisers eat up all the production queues. So yeah, good call. Can also use probes, of course.
A BC is going to be confirmed right here. Pretty good targeting jammer. Just tries to shut down the assault rails as the carrier is going to walk on top of them. Still no power really from either side. We do have a base runner from Orb, so I'd love to see him getting some... artifacts out with that as he goes, but 2 BCs on top of a Conif carrier, I think we've seen that before. Usually that spells the end.
Yeah, this is surprisingly close given how the early game went.
Yeah? NoFun could maybe be a little bit, NoFun could maybe be a little bit more on top of this if he would, like, drive up onto the third or something. Use that carrier to try and deny some positioning as well. But I think there's another BC popping here, if I'm not mistaken. That might be a support cruiser, but if that pops out on top of the carrier, I mean, really, he could maybe just win by clicking on his opponent's carrier right now with those BCs, but a third one would not hurt, and that's what it is.
But yeah, he didn't go for that third PC. He needed to scout what was happening, but it was gonna be
Like a 2 base, well,
Yeah.
2.5 base move out from Orb. Then he would have had a much better shot. Gaussian railguns, both AHR and AR, I think, have pretty serious DPS.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how AR DPS compares to collision railguns, honestly, but I mean, they're pretty nasty.
I mean, definitely against unarmored, it's much higher, but I think these days with like the AR alpha damage like changes, it might even be honestly higher than coalition rail damage, just straight out. By the way, BC is I think definitely being mismanaged here. I mean, couldn't he just be killing this carrier with them? I feel like the game could be over already. Perhaps he's doing this because he has more like in the build queue, but NoFun's like I'm out of here. He's leaving.
Yeah, I feel like the BC should just be going for the carrier kill. But they're extremely likely gonna be fine. Yes, 2 SCs here.
We see, by the way, support cruiser anti-air being built here, which I think that definitely tells us Orbnet is not really looking at carrier tech, because obviously we don't even have the assault ship module open, so that seems a bit unlikely, but...
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you might as well have it, right? Obviously, he's definitely not strapped for cash right now, that's for sure. Power 3 on the way for NoFun, but I don't know if it's gonna matter.
Nah.
But Orbnet, man, he's taking his dear sweet time here. This could probably have been over already, but... He is gonna catch him now, though.
Yes. There we go.
And that is gonna be... one dead carrier. 15 minutes it takes, but Orbnet does manage to grab game 3. I have to think about it for a second against Orbnet right there. Always take your time, never listen to casters.
Except for game 1 of this series.
And except for BCs, okay, because BC pops like BC party buses. You don't want to take time, man. You just wanna wreck. To be fair though, that was a very dominant position when he got there in the end. Like, I know it looked a little bit close, but it really wasn't. I don't think, because assault rails are not going to have longevity against BCs. Even if they had managed to kill off both of the initial BCs, I think that was done for sure.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about early game there in game 1, because there was such huge windows for damage.
Like for example, the
again.
BDs right at the start, and then like the ARs when BC Tech was like about to finish, they could have also finished it off there too.
But I am loaded into Krill.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Yo, I'll be there, jeez. Get off my back, descara.
Okay.
I am at 55, ready to start.
Yes, me too.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
Game 4 then, Firebase Krill. This could be the
Yeah.
end of the series, or we could move on to the ace match on tight end passage, which would be pretty spicy. And it looks like NoFun is going to go for the what is it called now? Rail Rush this time. So BR Retire comes out once more. 2 on RUs. Again, no BD plays. That's a little bit surprising to me, actually. But
Yeah.
Orbnet, once again, he's going to be trying to block off the BDs from getting to his main with that targeting jammer, but I think this one's actually a bit misplaced. If the Salvagers detonated right on like the far CU patch, I think they could get 4 kills anyway, but
Yeah, I should be able to.
not going to be the case, though. Obviously, we do have that retirement coming out, so...
Yeah.
This is a very, very well executed 1PC rail push from NoFun, though. He's doing everything pretty much perfectly so far.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the angle of attack here, and I mean, honestly, I'm kind of if you imagine the corner of the movable terrain where on the orb side of the map, I kind of actually like the idea of attacking through there, but oh wait, no, he can't do that unless he moves past the carrier. Never mind.
Did you
I'm
mean
not
like
sure.
the far corner, like where the borders of the map meet, or?
Yeah, kind of. But,
Yeah, we've seen that happen before. I think I'm pretty sure there are some games. I think against Indigo and Sparrow on this map, where like that was done really, really well. I mean, that was vanilla, of course, but like I've seen it happen before. Is my point. This is the spawn that has quite a lot of air behind it, whereas if you look at NoFun's, it's not quite as good. Well,
I guess
actually,
the
it's
other-
pretty big too.
The other angle of attack I would kind of like is from NoFun's extraction zone, actually. I think that could be really powerful on the main.
Yeah, kind of like up on that hill. That's kind of the first one that I think of. And obviously in our games together in the group stage, I probably could have won if I'd just taken that hill that's off of the high ground position, actually. Like right
Yeah,
on the border of
exactly,
the
yeah.
map, but...
Exactly that one.
Apparently
Yeah,
stream is freaking dead, by the way, but nah, whatever.
whatever.
RailFab finishing in about 15 seconds here. We have a bunch of skims out for NoFun. And they're looking to do some damage against this second base. Possibly some salvager kills going to come out here, but...
Yeah, weapons powered well.
Yeah, it looks like nothing gonna get done there. I think a lot of DPS is lost on the wreck blocking as well, but I might be mistaken about that.
Maybe. Maybe out. Yeah, I don't like this angle of attack.
Wait a minute. AV Tech is done here, but there's no rails in production. I mean, rail tech that is, but he's just now starting to make ARs. This could actually be kind of bad for him.
Yeah, and also like similar to Boneyard, he's attacking on the natural where he knows that the carrier will be. I don't like this angling at all, honestly.
I actually have been doing this when I do rail rushes because I try to push the carrier off the natural, but maybe you're right. Especially with those ARs, like if you pushed on the main...
Yeah, I think that pushing on the main causes so much more disarray. Because if the carrier moves over, you've already put the opponent back to 1.5 base.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really fond of it. At least, yeah.
These ARs are getting super close too, by the way. Like, this is not exactly where he wants to be, because obviously these AVs can chonk if they get up into close range.
Yeah.
And the LAVs
And
too are going to be able to put in some pretty meaningful DPS.
Yeah, and he took one shot from the carrier.
Yikes.
Nasty.
AR going to get chonked here, I think. No, it actually gets away on 49 HP, which I think there's a little bit of misfiring from NoFun there, or from Orbnet, that is, firing on the wrong target. But NoFun's army's starting to look pretty scary. He's got 4 ARs up in the field now, 4 skims as well.
Yeah. I still think going for the main is a much better choice because you inherently create more disarray and you have a more open field of attack. And he's rotating in around now.
Indeed, and actually now that Orb sees it, he's going to start moving the army, but he's not going to be in position, so he's going to be playing catch-up here. All of a sudden, this is doing really good. And that Savon carrier actually taking a lot of damage on rotation as well. It's down to like 6,000 HP probably by the time it gets out of this.
Oh yeah, focus the SE. SE.
Yes, he's going to do it. Oh, but that PC is really kind of in danger, though. It wants to get out of there.
Yeah, but if it passes this hill, I think it's gonna be fine. LEDs would just be streaming over.
NoFun wants to get away from that hill, though. Oh, no, you're going the wrong way. Obviously, we can see if these ARs die, the AVs are gonna run over that PC.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, LAV's gonna LAV.
LAV's gonna LAV. Looks like he's actually fine now, though.
Yeah, he gets behind this hill, which is good. The AVs never were able to fire.
And we still don't have any rail tech even on the way for Orbnet. So all of a sudden, NoFun is kind of out of the danger. And as we take stock of the situation, I think he's very far ahead here. But he does need to be careful. This is still throwable territory, so...
Yeah, and he can't afford armor 2 is the thing. He's getting up on this hill without armor 2, which I think is really risky.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, people really need to stop obsessing about this hill.
I think he's not taking into account these LAVs totally. If they boost, they've got that ability. This could be a bunch of dead ARs, because the LAVs can just run like straight through them, force them to rotate, and all of a sudden... Oh gosh! Orb is not pushing on this though. He wants to be using boost, but... Oh jeez, man. Okay, here comes the boost. It's really late. Skims are coming into chunk, but the AV is still there, and the ARs can't even really shoot at it.
Yeah, this is brutal. Oh god. Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, armor 1 ARs when LAVs get on top is not that good.
What a freaking bloody game, man. I feel like just every unit that comes out is just destined to die.
Yeah, units lost is actually in Orbnet's favor by 300 RUs. CUs is even. But yeah, he does clean up NoFun, that is, eventually.
Well, and you know why that's really significant? It's because we know what tech Orbnet really wants to get.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's true.
This is 2 PC though, so if Orbnet doesn't respect this enough, I mean, still bad things could happen, and you can see NoFun wants to press the attack. He doesn't want to back away here. He's starting to get skimmer armor. I think actually rail armor is better.
Yeah, I agree with again that
me too.
Play is
Me
not
too.
great here from either side. I do kind of like the switch into skimmers, but I would like with some ARs in there as a force multiplier, because
Yeah.
yeah, Orb has gone for damage upgrades, which I really like.
Actually, what are the numbers like here? Is that like 11 to 9? I think earlier if the ARs had just kind of stayed up here on like Orb's extraction zone, right? Taking that high ground there, he would never have gotten pushed on, and he had a really kind of good critical mass going there, so he could have built more ARs, get the armor 2 upgrade. Now we can start thinking about this high ground, but honestly just pushing on the main is probably better. But at this point, like maybe ARs are still the answer, because he's making a bunch of skims here, but he can actually be outdone on LED counts because Coalition production is just pretty insane.
Yeah, given that he rebuilt a base runner, it would be kind of interesting to add in a DD. It could could up getting a money shot on these LEDs.
I mean, this base runner, it looks like is not even for the artifacts. I think that's what he's trying to do with it, because you can see his movement queue is not even... Wait, he has 2 base runners. What the heck?
Oh god.
Oh.
I think he's just gonna...
Gonna
YOLO.
You can see the potential here. That's not going to be great against AVs, although it'll still do pretty effective damage, but if like one BD lands in these LAVs, like that's game over.
And he has, he's up to 3 AR now, so that's pretty good. Can chunk down AVs effectively.
Oh
my god. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry.
Holy moly.
I'm not partial. I'm sorry, Orb.
Oh no, that's so bad. These skims can just solo this AV at this point.
Yeah, still 2 AR left as well.
Oh no. What a freaking chonky hit. Ugh. That's absolutely disgusting. That could take Orb out of this series. That could take Orb out of this tournament, actually. Ooh.
It's very hard to see the BBs. You need to be in, what's the opposite of tactical view? I don't even know.
Sensors.
Oh, no, that's sensors is where you can't see BBs.
No, you can't, because there's like the X instead of the triangle.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh shit, I'm derping.
I mean, I actually think they're kind of harder to see. I think they're kind of harder to see in like the normal map.
Oh yeah, that's true. I need to play more DOK. Shit, I should stop playing StarCraft.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
stop playing StarCraft. That's a dead game. You need to get onto DOK. That's where all the cool kids are.
6 AR versus 3 AVs.
Seems legit.
This
By the
is-
way, base runners probably just want to be extracting at this point for NoFun, because he can do whatever the heck he wants. Oh wait, this is NoFun's extraction. I said that wrong like 4 times earlier.
Yes, I know. I didn't point it out because I'm a good one. No, yeah, double extract now would be amazing.
I agree.
I know.
Skim's just gonna like fly in there. I don't know exactly about this.
Yeah, I would-
Oh, the targeting jammer! He can't even
That's
smoke
amazing.
right now because he's into TJ.
But I would really like to see Armor 2 at this point, not to nitpick, because NoFun is doing extremely well. GG! Oh my god.
But yeah, when you've got that many ARs, just getting the upgrades makes so much more of a difference, right?
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah,
against
yeah,
AV.
Yeah. Nice. Oh my god. NoFun did it.
3-1 for NoFun. Took him 4 games, but he does beat Orbnet.
Mm.
And that was a cool series too.
Yep. Yeah, that was really exciting. I think Boneyard was the less exciting game. I think just, yeah, his attack just kind of fizzled. Oh god, A game.
But let's yeah, I mean let's all get pretty hyped for freaking A game versus NoFun in the finals. I do have to
Yeah.
apologize to Descara. I'm gonna cast with Magpie for that one.
Yeah.
You've been outdone. It's traditional, you know. You can't not cast finals with Magpie. He sent me a DM about it earlier this morning. So
All right. So we're all down, right?
yeah, looks like it.
Good times. Good times.
Good times were
Yeah.
had by all. Well, thanks guys for
Yes.
tuning in. I should really get to uploading these. Maybe I'll do some of that like right now actually. But
Mm-hmm. All right.
no,
But,
thank
I'll-
you, Infamous. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.
Yes.